Hair Talk Wednesday. Guess what? My hair just grew overnight. Okay, just stop the real deal. Let's break down the real truth about hair growth. Because you know my hair did not grow overnight. No gimmicks, just facts. We're going to talk about real facts. Let me start to explain something. Because there's so much stuff going on here. Telling people how to grow their hair, vitamins, this and that. But let's talk about the real deal. Because I'm all about educational. Hair Talk Wednesday, we talk about the real deal. Number one, let's start. The 3 phases of hair growth. I'm telling you, there's 3 phases. Your hair grows through different phases, all right? So the first stage, we call it anagen. We're doing a little bit of education here. Anagen phase. This is when the actual growth happens. You actually notice your hair is getting longer. And this phase actually lasts about 2 to 7 years. And this is where length happens. And again, this is the stage, anagen, where the hair actually grows, and it lasts about 2 to 7 years. And then there's another phase that your hair goes through. It's a cycle, right? It's called catagen phase. It's called the transitional phase. I know it's a big word, transitional phase. It's like a short little phase. It lasts about 2 to 3 weeks, and this is where the hair actually detaches from the blood supply. It just breaks off. It detaches, and then you have number 3, the third phase, which is the telogen phase. This is when your phase, the hair cycle is resting, and you might notice a little bit of shedding. And this phase usually lasts about 3 months. Is shedding normal there? It's normal there. So, real talk. Hair isn't always growing, it's cycling. It's not like your hair will sit down, it'll keep growing. It's a cycle it goes through, all right? So don't panic. When you see your hair shedding sometime, it's a normal phase it goes through. Don't you worry. But let's talk about what else can happen that could determine about your hair growth. Besides having genetic, your diet plays a big deal. What affects hair growth? Let me kind of tell you about the do's and the don't, right? So first thing you're gonna do, you have to really check out what you're eating. Eat protein-rich food. You know what protein-rich food is? For example, it's like chicken, eggs, and stuff like that. Take your vitamin, like biotin, vitamin D, and zinc. Before you take any vitamin, I suggest you check with your doctors. That's a disclaimer, because I don't want you to go buy vitamins and say that Belsa told you to get vitamins. Number 2, massage your scalp. You gotta have a routine. You're taking care of yourself, you're eating protein, you're massaging your scalp with some nice oil, all right? And number 3, you have to stay hydrated. I always talk about drinking water. Hydration is such a great thing because it carries all the vitamins to the appropriate cells and protect your hair at night. Wear like some silk satin bonnet or silk scarf to help your hair and have a good night's sleep. And the stuff you're not going to do, you're not going to wear tight ponytails. You're not going to wear tight braids daily. You're not going to skip washing your hair, right? I'm talking like your mom now. But you're not going to use harsh heat, right? You're not going to use hot curling iron because you got to use protection for your hair follicles, and you're not going to ignore your scalp health. You got to take care of that scalp. Even though this is a wig, you still got to take care of your scalp. So I said a lot. I talk about the cycle, and I talk about the do's and don'ts, right? And I don't want to make this video too long. But hair growth is personal. To be honest, it's personal. Everybody has their own genetic, their own thing that's happening in them. So your genetic really matters. But so do your habits. Yes, you might have some genetics, but the habits you do every day is going to determine what kind of hair growth we're gonna have. You have to stay consistent with any routine you have. You have to stay consistent. Eating right protein, taking your vitamin, drinking water, eating right, lessen your stress. And you have to trust the process. You have to trust the process because that's all we do here. On Hair Talk Wednesday, we talk about the things we need to do. So what you learned today is that it's not about growth only. The hair actually goes through a cycle. It goes through a growth cycle, to a shedding cycle, to a resting cycle. cycle. And also, what's going to determine your hair growth? Hey, it's your genetic. Look at your mother, look at your aunts, look at everybody in your family. What's going on with their hair? That's going to determine what's going to happen to you too. So genetic plays a big role. And of course, your environmental. Let's not discuss your environmental, the stress that's going on, the products we put on, the water, the pH, and etc., etc. But this is not the type of video I'm going to do. I just wanted to talk about the hair growth because look at my hair. It grew overnight. Just kidding. It's a wig. I just got you. If you didn't know me, I'm a jokester too, but I always tell you the truth. Have a great day. This is Hair Talk Wednesday. Talk to you soon. Bye.